This is a very, very, very special episode, and I've restarted this recording probably about 6 times. If it's not one thing or it's another. Anywho, this drawing is my very first commission, and it's so convenient that this belongs now to a really good friend of mine, an old friend of mine. His name is Lewis White. He might actually go by Samuel now. Samuel. Lewis, what do you go by now? I'm not sure. Anyway, Lewis is a Twitch live streamer. He's a gamer. Um, Amongst other things, he's a cool guy, super cool. And I'm gonna leave several links down in the description of all of his stuff. Whatever he wants me to leave in there, it's gonna go in there. So if you're watching this, go check him out. Go see him. Go support him. He's got a cool thing going on. He's creating content and he's just doing his thing, doing his damn thing. It's cool. But anyway, this right here is his logo. He texted me and asked me if I could draw his logo for him, something he can frame up and have. And yeah, I ran off and did with it. I happily accepted the offer and said, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll do this for you." So I went ahead and put I don't know. I just kind of tackled it, and I was super stoked about this thing. I was really really excited about it. I mean I mean up until okay, so let's see. Up until this point, whenever I decided to do this, it had been like 2 weeks since he asked me to do it, and I was in a bit of a dry spell. Dry spell being I wasn't drawing a whole lot. I didn't feel really inspired to do anything. I just didn't feel good about myself, but you know, at some point you have to kind of snap out of that and go, you know what? Okay, it's time to get back on the Charlie horse and keep going. And I used this as the inspiration. Like, yes, okay, finally, now it's time to do this. I'm gonna do it. I'm take absolute pride in this. I'm gonna do the best that I can, and I did the best that I could. Honestly, I think it could have been a little better, but it's okay. It's all right. I was nervous the whole time. I was so nervous because this is for someone, a client at this point. This is for somebody. So it's a little bit different than just do whatever you want to and have fun doing it. You're getting paid to do this. But okay, so a little quick story time with Lewis, something that I remember and I think about often is so me and Lewis, we became friends a long time ago, back in grade school, and something that we would do when we were in the 7th grade is we were in homeroom class, or in homeroom. I can't even remember the teacher's name was Miss. I don't remember. Anyway, we would sneak in, and right before school started, we'd sneak in there real quick, and we both had a Game Boy Advance SP, and we had the little cable, little connector cable, and I had Pokemon Sapphire, and he had Pokemon Ruby, and we'd sneak under there real quick, and we'd run over to the table as quick as we could, and then we'd like hide this Game Boy under the table, and we'd sit there, click away at it, and have fun, and we would just like try not to get caught, and we'd sit there and battle, try and get one solid battle in every single day for like, you know, I don't even know how long it was. How long did that go on? Like a whole semester? I don't know. It was like we tried to get a whole battle in every single day. Like just one battle. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see. So I'd go home. I'd play this game. I'd try and like level up my Pokemon as much as I could, and I'd be like, I'm gonna beat you this time. And he had Groudon, so he smoked me every time. So it was so much fun. It was a whole lot of fun. Um, and oh man, I just remember it was so exciting back then, and just remembering that, remember how like exhilarating that was. It kind of made Pokemon so much fun to me. It made it what it is today. I'll sit here and play the game now, like right now, like X amount of years later, and I'll still enjoy it. And I still think about that that memory of just me and him under the table and trying not to get caught. Because if we got caught, those things got taken from us. So, but we just had to play it, right? We just had to. Oh man, it was great. It was a good time. Also, Lewis would back then he would also talk about Naruto, a show that is what it is today. But back then, I had no idea what Naruto was, and he would always talk about it. Always, always, always talk about it. And and talk about, do like whatever. So in inspiration through that, I went and looked up Naruto. You know, years later, I went and looked it up, and then I watched the whole entire show. And now, through inspiration of the show, I now have Sasuke's curse mark tattooed on my back. So thank you, Lewis. He's honestly, he is a big reason why I am as like nerdy as I am, and that's awesome. I love it. Like anime for me started with Naruto, and if it wasn't for him plugging Naruto, I would never. Who knows if I would have picked it up or not? But he's the reason that I picked that up, and that's great. Also, this inking, this part where I decided to ink a bit, he didn't ask for this, but I went above and beyond for him because he's my friend and he's awesome. So I wanted to kind of integrate some things that whenever I see him, I think of him, just kind of represent him. So with the two controllers, obviously he's a gamer, he's a Twitch streamer. I threw in his Instagram handle in there. He's an Atlanta Falcons fan, and obviously with the headband, that's one of my favorite characters is Itachi. So I threw his headband in there, and yeah, I just wanted to make something good for him, and this video is actually almost over, so I'm gonna wrap this thing up. Lewis, you're awesome, and I can't. I'm stoked. I'm gonna keep doing this and having a whole lot of fun with it, and I'll see you guys later. See ya.